What's up, interwebs? Welcome to the Millerhood. Today, we're going to be talking about John Wick. And is he the greatest action hero of all time?
All time. All time.
All time.
Okay, so, Nick, this is a pretty good topic. It's really interesting topic that you thought of, that you volleyed forward and desperately asked that we would talk about during our podcast.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I mean,
you went all the way.
Has a list of reasons why this is what we should talk about today. Yes. Anywho, so the question is John Wick the greatest action hero of all time?
And we're talking about the character.
The character, not the actor. No, we're not saying is he the best action star.
No. We're not talking about Keanu this episode.
This is not a Keanu.
This is John Wick.
John Wick.
And if he is or is not the greatest action hero
ever
in cinema
of all time.
So we will see.
Action hero. Not talking about superheroes necessarily.
Not the last action hero.
Not the last action hero. Well, maybe the last action hero.
That's Schwarzenegger.
That's Schwarzenegger. Right. So,
not Arnold.
So what are the votes? Let's just get the votes out there real
quick.
Where's your stance? Okay, Mike, what's your Wick stance? How do you feel about John Wick?
I say yes.
Oh, Michael says yes. Big fan? Big fan?
Huge.
Huge
fan.
John Wick. Huge fan of John Wick. What about you, Nick?
I am also a really huge fan of John Wick.
So yes,
but I hear a but coming. Yeah,
but I think there's someone who can.
So is this a no?
It's a no.
And it's a no. And I'm assuming it's a no from Richard.
It's a no from me.
It's a no.
It's a no
That's
from
great.
me. John Wick is not the greatest action hero of all time. I will say, I believe that the John Wick movie brought action movies back. Okay?
Yeah.
All right? I will say that.
I
will say that. But not the greatest action hero of all time. Okay, so Michael, why do you think that he is? What's he got? What's the juice that's running through his veins? What's the gas in his tank? Why do you believe he's the best?
He's driven.
He is driven.
He has purpose.
Purpose.
He has skills.
A particular set of skills.
He does. And you do not want to get on his bad side because he will find you. He will kill you with a pencil.
Yeah, probably, or a paperclip.
He's not Brian Mills.
The character from Taken. That nobody remembers his name, but Nick felt to prove how nerdy he is.
No, because everyone saw Liam. They didn't really see the character.
Liam Neeson. You don't think of the guy's name.
He can't be stopped. No matter what you throw at him,
we'll see.
He cannot be stopped.
I got something that could stop him.
They threw him off a building.
Yeah.
Look, whatever. This is my time to talk, so shut up. He cannot be stopped.
Tell us.
He is purpose-driven.
You've been over this.
He is human. They have humanized this action star, so he's not so OP. You see him get hurt, right?
He does get hurt.
But he does not get stopped. Broken bones, cuts. Everything. Cannot be stopped. Gets shot, can't be stopped. Blown up, cannot be stopped.
As you stated, thrown off of a building.
He did get thrown off a building and got up.
I think he got shot off a building.
Was he shot? Oh, that's like twice. He was two things. Yeah. Shot off of a building.
And then he hit everything on the way down.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, but technically that was breaking his fall, right?
And not
that's
to mention,
how he survived.
He's more than just bullets and mayhem.
Okay.
He has a softer side.
Softer side.
Because he's only back in the game because of his wife, and they shot his dog.
They did. They shot his dog.
And who doesn't love their dog, right?
Right.
I mean, I love my dog.
Yes.
And he's a yipping little beanie baby.
Yes.
Because my wife wanted a chihuahua. So
I will say this. The John Wick character, like, I get that.
He has depth.
He did it over a dog, but it really wasn't the dog. I mean, when they killed his dog.
He took the last thing that his wife.
And his wife was what made him human.
And they destroyed his car. They took his car, and I am a car guy, and I can understand.
It was a nice car.
You took the dude's car. Now, yes, he had a Mustang. Nice car. But I would have rather had the Chevelle that he had. I'm just saying. Anyway, John Wick, in my opinion, is amazing. I love the movies. There's 3 of them. Yeah. And then the story continues. Now we're getting a number 4. And there will be a John Wick movie. There will be a John Wick movie until there's not.
Yeah.
I love John Wick. It's a very good movie.
John Wick.
He's a very awesome character.
Action hero.
Yes.
You like the depth.
I do.
He's got the skills.
He's not just an assassin.
He's not just an assassin.
He's a good one. Everyone knows his name.
Yeah. He's Baba Yaga.
I don't like your condescending attitude.
No, I'm summarizing what he said.
Who?
Summarizing what you
Baba
said.
Yaga?
Yeah,
That's
Baba
not what
Yaga.
they said.
Isn't it Baba Yaga?
No.
What do they say?
Not that.
No, Baba Yaga. Is it Baba Yaga?
Was it?
The Russian boogeyman.
I don't
The
think
lady
it
with
was
the chicken
Baba
house.
Yaga. I know what you were saying. I just don't think
Lady with
that's
the
how they
chicken
said
house.
it.
Yeah, I mean that's with either way. It doesn't matter. We'll look it up later.
Anyway.
We'll look it up
I
later.
hope I'm not wrong.
You're probably wrong.
Anyway. I think John Wick is...
All right, so
I've seen a lot of action characters.
John
I like
Wick, action
movies.
character, he's the tops.
Yeah.
You think he's the one? You got to start. You got some crazy, ridiculous action movie scenario because very few of them are realistic. John Wick's your guy.
I mean,
okay,
you don't get...
I get it, but Nick disagrees with you.
And so do you. That's okay. You guys disagree with me all the time.
Why?
I'm okay with that.
Who's a better action hero than John Wick?
You see, at a certain point.
Oh gosh.
I know, I said it.
At a certain point, I'm gonna hope he stop saying at a certain point. We're gonna get him a shirt. His shirt's gonna say at a certain point.
I have a feeling Nick's gonna choose like a robot or something.
That's probably gonna be
At a certain point, John Wick is still human.
okay.
So
Pretty sure that's at literally every point. John Wick is human.
It's true.
There's not a point where he's not human.
Yeah, he's not RoboCop or Darth Vader, so.
John Wick is still human.
Okay.
But mine is a mutant.
Okay.
And it's Wolverine.
Oh come on, no, we cannot,
That's the greatest action hero?
dude.
Yeah.
We're not.
Okay.
But
I want to hear why. Why do you think that's...
You said.
Okay, so
You're choosing mutants, though. That's a totally different thing.
superheroes. That's not the same thing.
That's
as
not
an
really
action
fair, though,
hero.
because he's got superpowers.
And he's part
John
of the
Wick's just
X-Men.
amazing.
See?
I can argue John Wick over Wolverine. If we're going based on the movies, the Wolverine in the movies, like the first movie wasn't a very good movie. It was a terrible movie, and they put little puppy dog hands on Wolverine. They didn't let him be Wolverine. The second movie, they literally cut off his claws, or was it his whole hand? I can't remember. But in the second movie of Wolverine, they infected him with something that made him not Wolverine anymore, where he couldn't heal. So it's like, again, they put Wolverine in a tiny little anti-Wolverine box. The only movie where Wolverine got to be Wolverine was the one where he died. And that one was mainly cool because the bad guy that he ended up fighting was Wolverine.
I know, it was pretty dope.
You know what I mean?
That was a good movie. But why are your reasons that he's a better action hero than
It just
John
doesn't
Wick?
make sense. The Wolverine movies are nowhere near as good.
Although I
as
don't
the
think
John
it's
Wick
fair that you
movies.
bring superpowers into it.
It's not.
But why is
That's why I don't want to do this.
Why is
I have no
Wolverine
good response to this.
Why is Wolverine better than John Wick? Why is he a better action hero than John Wick?
Well, we're talking about the character himself, Wolverine.
Yeah.
You know,
But we're talking movies.
fighting. What I thought we were talking about greatest action hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
based
Action
on
is a
movies.
type of movie.
I would say X-Men is an action
Okay, but okay,
movie.
well, why is Wolverine a better? What makes him a better action hero than John Wick?
He's got healing ability.
But he
That's
can't
not
carry his
fair.
own movie.
But that's not fair.
Other than Logan.
John Wick doesn't have a healing ability and still can't be stopped.
He's got adamantium claws.
John Wick got thrown off a building, shot off a building, and lived. He doesn't have superpowers. He's been blown up. He's been shot. broken bones, lacerations.
Pretty sure Wolverine survived a nuclear bomb.
He has a special
where he
power.
had no skin.
He has
and
special
he still survived.
powers. Doesn't count.
It does count.
I refuse. It's not fair. He has superpowers. You can't argue that. John Wick is amazing, and he doesn't have superpowers. He's amazing without them.
Now, let me say this. One, if it's an actual fight and we were just doing
I like Wolverine, but he has superpowers, and that's the only reason that you're coming up with.
If we were doing just like a fantasy fist fight thing, yes, Wolverine would kill John Wick. Okay,
well,
it's not even close because Wolverine.
I don't know. I think John Wick.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna stab him.
Shoot him a lot.
His pencil. Is he gonna try to stab him with his pencil? It's not gonna work.
John Wick would find a way.
His bones are made out of metal. Okay.
Yeah, John Wick would find a way.
No, I'm sorry. Wolverine would completely kill John Wick.
I refuse.
But if you're talking about action,
I'm not saying he would. I said
hero,
John Wick would put up a fight.
Action movie. That's. I don't think Wolverine's even close.
No.
Okay. And also, I didn't know we were
Did Wolverine get a fourth movie? Third movie?
Third movie, yeah.
Third movie.
That's the one where he died.
Yeah.
That's the only good one.
Yeah, it was the only good one. You're not wrong about that.
And that's because he wanted to stop.
Well, it is what it is. So
anyway, I don't think that's fair, but whatever.
Even though he went with Wolverine, I again kind of went over into superheroes, which I didn't think we were going, but it's fine.
Don't count.
But to be honest, Nick grew up in an era where the only real action hero is John Wick. Like until
he was already an adult.
No, but until John Wick, Nick had never really witnessed, oh my gosh, this is what an action movie is supposed to be.
But he's seen them.
But it's different. When you're a kid and you see those movies from the 80s and the 90s, they looked amazing.
That's true.
If you're an adult and you're going back and watching them for the first time, it's not as special.
I did see those movies as a kid.
I did too, Michael. And you still chose John Wick. Let me tell you why you're wrong, Mike. You want to hear why he's wrong, Nick?
Let's hear his opinion.
I got 3 names for you.
No, that's one.
You want to hear the first name?
One.
Of why you're wrong?
No, you can't do that.
Oh, I got 3.
One person, one hero, and then you choose why that hero's better.
I think it is one hero. He just has 3 names.
No, I'm telling you, I've got 3 people that I would choose over John Wick as the best action hero of all time.
I bet I can name them.
I bet you can't.
Stallone?
No. Let's dial it back. Stallone has played multiple people.
Okay, fine.
The name you're looking
Rambo.
for. Yes, stop right there. John freaking Rambo. Okay? John Rambo.
Battle of the Johns.
John Rambo would defeat John Wick.
No freaking way.
Absolutely.
No way.
Absolutely.
Not even on his best day.
One clipping.
Not even on his best day.
Absolutely.
Would Rambo beat John Wick?
Rambo would beat John Wick.
No.
Yeah.
This is an impasse because I will never agree with you.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, John Wick, strategically, not the smartest guy. You know what Rambo has that John Wick doesn't? It's called, why don't I be far away from you when I kill you? Does John Wick ever use exploding arrows? I don't think so.
John Wick kills
and you're
from a
not
distance.
going to catch Rambo on something as useless as a horse, okay? That was fun in a movie, but it was ridiculous. Rambo defeats John Wick.
I'm a veteran, and I should choose Rambo. I love the Rambo movies. I love the character. However, John Wick wins.
I also
Rambo
disagree.
ripped a man's throat out with his bare hands.
John Wick killed someone with a pencil.
Rambo could have killed him with a pencil. Rambo could have killed somebody with a pencil.
No, John Wick beats him. I have a feeling he chose characters named John.
I didn't.
Really? Pretty sure you did.
2 of them are.
Because McClane is named John too.
McClane is next!
Also, that horse scene was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
He beat him with 1 horsepower.
1 horsepower. I agree. It was an awesome.
I knew he was going to choose McClane.
And I love John Wick. Don't get me wrong, but
you see, this sucks because I love these movies. I love these characters.
Rambo,
I grew up with these characters.
Rambo's better than John Wick.
These guys were my idols growing up.
And John McClane is better than John Wick.
No way.
Absolutely, he is.
know.
Do you know why?
And it hurts me to say it.
Here's why.
Because it's the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
It is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Never forget Nakatomi Plaza.
That's right.
Plaza.
Wow.
Anyways, listen. John McClane goes up against international terrorists, really bad dudes, wins.
John Wick does as well.
He is outmanned, outgunned, and does not have the freaky deaky combat training that John Wick has benefited from.
Yes, he does.
And he still wins.
Yes, he does.
I don't see John McClane's not
He's
going to.
a cop. He's got some training.
Yeah, not the same. John McClane's not going to kill you with a pencil.
Did you see all the people that John Wick had to fight off?
Yeah, I
get
get
the hordes of people.
I understand.
I mean, literally everyone, all over the world.
But you're saying that he doesn't have superpowers, but they make
John Wick got his finger cut off.
They make him so overpowered
Who?
in the movie that it's impossible for him to lose.
Who?
John Wick.
No way. No.
Yeah.
No.
And look, and John McClane, early John McClane has not developed superpowers yet. You get into like the 4th or 5th movies where he's like doing Tony Hawk moves with helicopters.
Dude, that was amazing. That really happened. He flew the car into the helicopter. That happened. That was amazing. This is one of the greatest cinematic. Oh, I love it.
But what I'm saying is the Die Hard movies, John McClane, better than John Wick.
Still, I have to disagree with you.
Which version of John McClane? Because I think the 4th and 5th movies make him a different person entirely.
Listen, every Die Hard movie,
superpowers.
Every Die Hard movie is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. I love Die Hard, and I hear they're making another one.
But here's the thing:
so terrorists try to take over a nursing home, so that should be good.
I just realized you're joking.
But I do think they said they're start working on another one supposedly. So
think about it. Like as a kid, when you watched Die Hard, those were like the coolest movies.
They were, and I think John Wick does that to me. It brings me back to my childhood.
Right.
You know, but it's new. It's what I mean.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
But John Wick is so awesome because it reminds you of those movies.
It's kind of a mixture between. It really brings back action movies back into the mainstream. It's an awesome character, awesome story, and it's Keanu Reeves, who I really like.
I'm not really worried about the actor right now. I'm just focusing on the character.
I'm just saying why.
Keanu, you're a fan.
Probably, if I dissect
right
my love for John Wick, I think
it's got a lot to do with Keanu.
So
because I also have depth.
So those two don't count, which he says they don't. Who's your third one?
Wait.
Oh, my third's the best.
I didn't say they don't count.
Well, I mean,
they were better than yours.
They're not better than John Wick.
My third's the GOAT.
I just don't think they're better.
My third's
than
the GOAT. The best of all time.
Is he going to say
the
Chuck
best
Norris,
that will never be defeated?
Bruce Lee.
No matter what movie ever gets made, it will never be as good
as the character
in this particular movie.
Something from our childhood.
Oh yeah. The best.
Well, there's only a few actors.
The one and only.
Could be.
The character. Talk about the character.
I'm just saying. It can only be Stallone, a character of Stallone.
Almost.
Willis.
Almost.
Schwarzenegger.
There you go.
So it's Schwarzenegger.
T2, baby.
And it's T2. Yeah,
it's
Terminator.
T2. There's no way.
He's not even the best.
Hold on. That's not fair. You get on him about Wolverine.
Okay. Action hero.
Listen. You could have said last action hero because that was also
not as good of a character.
Yeah, but Terminator's not even the best Terminator in that movie.
Which is he still wins.
Hold on.
He still wins. That's my whole point.
I mean, I'm talking about.
So you think the liquid guy is better? I think the fact that he lost makes him not better.
Exactly my point. Technologically speaking, I understand. Okay, you cannot sit here and tell me that in the John Wick movies, he is not at least as mechanically enhanced as the first Terminator. Because the first Terminator is clunky, he's slow, come with me if you want to live. He's not like penciling people to death, okay?
John Wick beats Terminator 10 out of 10 times.
No, don't think so.
All he needs is EMP. That's all he needs.
He doesn't have an EMP. He's got a pencil.
Doesn't matter. You don't know that. He has anything that he wants.
Don't bring a pencil to a gunfight, Michael.
Listen, all he needs is EMP.
Don't bring.
That's all he needs.
Don't
and Terminator gets shut down.
Don't bring a pencil to a Terminator fight.
No.
That's all I'm saying. Don't bring a pencil to I'm going to ride this Harley Davidson and shoot you with a shotgun.
All John
fight.
Wick needs is a USB with a virus on it, buddy.
Yeah. That's such a good. That's so good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Terminator.
No, John Wick wins.
Better action
John Wick
hero.
wins. No, you're out of your mind.
The best.
John Wick
the
wins.
best.
John Wick wins. No matter what the Terminator can do to him, he's not going to kill John Wick
There
because John Wick
is
can't be killed.
no better action hero.
You are out of your mind.
Than the T800. What is it? I
Wow.
can't remember.
You don't even know, Richard.
I can't remember the name.
You don't even know.
There's too many numbers. Okay.
There's like one.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger in T2. Best action hero of all time.
No way.
Hands down.
No way.
The T1000 is
Best
the,
action hero of the 90s? I'll give you that.
or any other decade.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
And that was only because John Wick wasn't around back then.
And I know a lot of people will agree with you instead of me, but they're wrong.
No. We're right. Mama's wrong.
Mama's wrong.
That's so tough, though.
I know. I don't agree with those. Look, now listen. I grew up with those characters. I love them. That was my childhood.
T2.
Those were my love for action movies.
Here's the thing.
But John Wick gets the win. You don't have to agree with me.
T2's one
You've been wrong before.
Think about this. When you're watching John Wick, the bad guys are all afraid of him.
Yeah.
Right? But
because
think about
he's
this.
the boogeyman.
Right. But they make him so psychologically overpowered, okay, that you never have a feeling while you're watching the movie that it's believable that he loses.
That's not true.
Because he's John Wick.
What about the fight in the last movie?
The staged fight where he died at the end?
No. What?
Where he pretended to die at the end?
When he got shot off the thing?
You mean the last fight where
Listen. I don't know. That's a whole other subject.
He's not dead.
Because, no,
he's
he's
obviously not dead.
They showed you that he's not dead.
Yeah.
The point is, that whole scene, I don't know whether the guy turned on him or shot him off the roof to save him.
No, it was obviously to save him.
You don't know that.
Oh, come on.
I don't
obvious.
know. I don't know.
It's pretty obvious.
I think he turned on him.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll see soon. May, right?
Okay, so if he turned on him,
not that fight.
Hold on. If he turned on him, then how are Lawrence Fishburne's army of homeless people there ready to take him away and nurse him back to health?
Maybe they were always watching him because Lawrence Fishburne early in the movie.
A little bit of a stretch. They knew that he was going to fall off of that building at that time.
I think he might. I'm not saying he did.
No.
I'm saying it is believable that he did turn on him.
I don't think it's
because
realistic.
John Wick said he's going to kill everyone.
It's obvious that he didn't turn on him, and that is part of a ploy to take down the
I hope you're right,
weird guy
because
in the
that would
tent.
suck, because I like that character too. However, it is plausible that he turned on him.
I think it's pretty obvious that it was how
It's not
it was
always
the only
obvious
way,
thing, though.
It was the only way that they could keep John Wick alive and that guy keep his position in the organization.
I agree with what you're saying.
That's the thing.
That makes sense to me. However, there is plausibility that he could have turned on him.
I just don't think. I think it's obvious that he didn't.
That's the thing, though.
But is it too obvious?
I think that he just wanted to keep his position in the
It just doesn't make sense for the character. It just
knowing the character,
it doesn't make sense.
He already went against them before.
Yeah, he's already
you know
showed
what I mean.
it.
And I know I'm kind of jumping ship on my thought. I'm just saying that it is plausible that he turned on him. I'm just saying we don't know.
Based on the character, he's already shown that he's more devoted to John Wick and willing to go to war over his friendship with John Wick.
That's true.
Okay, so why change? Like what?
It would be a stupid move on the writer's part.
It just doesn't make sense.
I get that.
For the character to suddenly do that.
I think that's why they did that. His character changed once he shot John Wick off
Okay,
the
but
building.
but then where?
But why would they make his character shoot the dude?
If you're gonna do that and you're writing well, you're going to sprinkle in little hints of that throughout.
Yeah, there was never any evidence that he
throughout the other movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was never evidence that he was against John.
Not really. I mean, sometimes they just do it on a dime, where they just change
if it's
the
poorly written.
I think that'll be.
Maybe
I think that'd be really stupid.
Maybe it was just complete shock value. They wanted to shock you.
It wasn't that shocking though. What was shocking about it?
Well, he's his friend. Like he's his friend throughout the entire.
Sure, it would be a douche move.
And like he just,
I just think
shocking.
that's
like
bad
because you
writing.
thought he was going to choose John Wick's side.
That would be bad writing.
When I watched that movie, and I saw him shoot John Wick and him go over the side,
The first thought was he would do it to save his life.
That exactly.
But then
That
your
was
mind
like-
starts to think. You know what I mean?
My thought was like, what the heck? Why
But
did he
even
just shoot John
I don't
Wick
think
up?
the butler would be, or not the butler, but the
concierge.
I think he liked John Wick. He watched his
Exactly.
dog. You know, there was never any proof leading up to.
Also, super snobby nerd moment. Okay,
Oh, this is where he tells people that he read the comic.
The origin comic even further solidifies the relationship between the concierge and John Wick. John Wick saves his life. They're connected on even deeper than John Wick is with the guy whose name escapes me, the guy that runs the Continental. I can't remember his name. But so it would be even less likely for that guy to sit back and watch this other guy double cross him.
This is why
it just
you get
doesn't make
shenanigans.
sense. Whatever. I don't think
Anyways,
so. Anyways, back
to
on
my
topic.
topic. Not that fight. I'm talking about the fight that he had with the assassin.
With the fanboy?
Yeah, it was amazing. That was awesome. It was well written. It was great. It
But
played
he's-
out beautifully.
But again, he's fighting somebody
No, he's fighting a guy that is trying to kill him.
Yes, he's trying to kill him, but he's trying to kill him while he is in awe of John Wick's John Wickness.
So what?
They make him they don't make him beatable. In T2, because of how incredibly overpowered the T1000 is, the other T, whose number I can't remember, okay, Schwarzenegger's character, is like barely hanging on. He's got to be like rolled up a conveyor belt to shoot him at the end of the movie. And I'm
Because
just
he's a robot.
Well, what I'm saying is the fact that he's beatable and then still overcomes it and wins.
John Wick's beatable, and he died at the end of that movie. So
He did. He made the ultimate sacrifice.
But again,
I think it's
not
too
human.
by the way.
So
I understand that
Doesn't
he's not
win.
human. We didn't say human action.
I'm
hero.
just saying.
And it wasn't even a
I'm-
fist fight between the two. It's just who's a better action hero.
I think it's John Wick.
The self-sacrifice, the fact that he was obviously beatable, okay, whereas John Wick is so overpowered he's not really beatable.
He's been beaten.
John Wick,
Yeah.
when? You make
Plenty
him,
of. He got blown off a building.
he got shot.
He just comes back, much like the Terminator, who had to
but
come
the-
back in a different robot
The Terminator's
body.
a robot, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different understanding.
I'm just saying.
Okay? John Wick is verging on superpowers.
So the Terminator's not?
The Terminator's a robot. The Terminator is the...
For you to use Terminator, it's the same thing as him using
No,
Wolverine.
it's completely
No,
different.
They're both made of metal.
it's not the same thing. Also, the first two Terminator movies were very good. Okay.
I agree.
T3 was good too.
T3 was okay.
With the chick?
T3, it was pretty
With
good.
the chick?
That whole crane going into the manhole cover thing is still one of my favorite scenes in a movie
With
ever.
the chick, right?
It's
Manhole
so good.
cover.
Yeah, there's a scene where he drops the crane from the big machine, the big thing she's driving, into a manhole cover, and it loops it up, and it gets to the end of it, and it
Oh.
it pulls
Yeah,
the
yeah.
front of the vehicle
I remember
down.
That. That was alright. I
and-
didn't like the...
In the CGI for that scene, they added extra tires. There are more tires flying around in the background than there actually are on the vehicle.
I like that one was okay. I didn't like the...
Everyone after that
You know
was
what?
garbage.
Even the next one with...
Christian Bale,
No. Oh, yeah, him and... what's his name?
That's Salvation. It's not
that
very
guy,
good.
Well, that was like part one revisited,
so bad.
right? It was the guy Courtney or something.
Jai Courtney.
Jai Courtney
Yeah.
was-
No, Jai Courtney's
Yeah.
in the one after that.
Oh, the one after that.
Genesis.
Oh, that's the one where it's
They
part
make
one revisited.
where they make
But
John
that's his dad.
Connor's
That's
a
John
bad guy
Connor's
now.
dad.
Yeah.
So it's part one revisited.
Yeah,
But then they make John Connor another John.
yeah. They make him
Bad. You ruined
So
like
stupid.
the first 4 movies.
Yeah,
it's just stupid.
It's so stupid.
This new one looks pretty good though. So
Dark Fate.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Hasn't gotten good reviews.
I don't care about reviews.
I haven't seen it.
There are plenty of things that don't get reviews.
I agree.
Apparently, Edward Furlong is back as John Connor.
What?
Who?
Edward Furlong.
The original John Connor.
T2. Edward Furlong.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
And the mom is back.
I know the mom's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good from the preview.
Cybernetic organism.
And it looks like they mixed the girl Terminator from the other one to the first one.
Yeah, but
he's like
I haven't
metal.
seen it, but
It's
she's
like,
supposed to be like
no, not her.
humany.
Not her. I'm talking about the bad one.
Yeah.
It's like T-1000 brought back,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
but kind of mixed with the new one.
Yeah, the new one's like weird. Like he has like his skeleton is a skeleton, but he's got liquid metal on top.
Well, that's
of the
what I'm saying. It's
skeleton.
like the girl Terminator from the bad girl
Yeah.
Terminator mixed with the bad
Yeah.
first guy. So I don't know. Anyway,
T2 better
kind
action
of we got
hero.
off on the tangent there.
T2
no,
better action
there's no
hero
way.
than John
We're
Wick.
never going to agree on this.
So we won't agree then, but I mean better action
And
hero.
I refuse to agree to disagree. So
I will say John Wick's the best current action hero.
he's the best action hero.
We'll see. I don't think so.
That's tough.
That's just my opinion, man.
T2 is so
everybody's
good.
got
though.
their opinions.
T2 is such a good movie that that's just a hard debate whether
It's an
your
amazing
opinion is.
movie. It's the best Terminator movie.
It is.
It's like the best action movie of all time.
No, it's not.
Name a better one.
It is one.
John Wick.
I don't know about that.
We're literally having this discussion.
I don't know about that. T2 best action movie ever.
You're out of your mind.
It's
You're
so
outside
good.
your
It's
mind.
so good.
It's amazing.
Look,
It's so
T2
good.
is a great action movie, but
Best.
there's movies from back then that are better.
Better than T2.
Yeah.
Name them.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Other Schwarzenegger movies.
No, there's not a Schwarzenegger movie better than T2.
Total Recall is a better movie than T2.
Total Recall is nowhere near as good as T2.
Yes, it is. I love Total Recall.
Total Recall is awesome, but it's
I
not
like
T2.
story.
What?
T2 story is good. It's just there's other action movies that are better.
The ending of that it makes the story just so much better than
So much good better.
Total Recall. That's what I said.
Total Recall is not as good.
Yes, I think it is.
The story is one of the weak parts of Total
No,
Recall.
you're out of your mind.
What's the story then, Mike?
Total Recall.
What's so good about it?
Get your butt to Mars, Richard. That's the story.
Get your butt to Mars.
This is a
2 weeks.
This is a family-friendly show.
2 weeks. No.
Maybe not Total Recall. I don't care. It's a good movie.
I think we should just go down this road and see where it leads us now.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done with the John Wick discussion. Best
John Wick
action
wins.
movie of all time. John
Best
Wick
action movie
lost
of all
to
time.
T2 like every
That's not
movie
really
you're
fair
about to
because
say.
you've got science fiction action.
No. I mean just pure action movie. All right? Like
You can't just say what's a just action.
Terminator 2.
How is that not science fiction?
Okay, it's science fiction, but that's not the point. You're watching that movie for the explosions and the guns and the I'll be back.
It's a science fiction action movie.
Okay, you don't have to get that specific, though, is what I'm saying. It's just an action movie.
It's not really fair though,
How?
because all the movies from back then were amazing.
Okay, I'm just saying
The
can't.
80s and 90s were action packed.
You cannot pick a movie, an action movie, better than T2.
All of them.
Pick one.
All of them.
The one you just said that I can't remember right now.
Total Recall.
Total Recall, not as good.
It's a good movie.
Not as good. Not as good. Pick another
All
one.
the diehards.
All the Die Hards, not as good.
Yes, they are.
As T2.
Yes.
No, they're not as good as T2.
Yes, they are.
They're not as good as T2.
Yes, they are.
Die Hard 1
Rambo.
gets close. Die Hard 3, very close.
Rambo.
Rambo, very good. Not as good as
Army
T2.
of Darkness is better than T2.
Oh
my
my
gosh,
gosh,
no.
you monster. Army of Darkness, first of all, how dare you use such an amazing piece of cinema? A true feat.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
A cinematic accomplishment that is nearly
one of the
lacking
greatest-
any rival.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
But it is not. I agree. But it is no T2, sir.
It is. It's better.
It
I'd
is
rather,
not better.
given the choice to watch one of those movies, I choose Army of Darkness
That's
every day.
absurd.
Every day.
You're ridiculous.
Every time. Until like the fifth time that I need that I need a movie to watch.
No. T2.
No.
Better.
No.
Better.
No. Bruce
Pick
Campbell,
one.
better action star. than T2.
Oh my
You,
Ash is
sir,
a better action star than T2.
action
I
hero.
said it.
Hero.
Ash is a better action hero than T2.
That's ridiculous.
T800.
Said.
It's 800, right?
Yeah,
It's the T800. The T800 from T2.
It's T-stupid is what it is.
Anyways, do you have anything else? Because you said everyone, all of them.
Yeah, all the Rambo movies.
Pick a better one. No, Rambo's not as good.
Yeah, you're out of
I
your mind.
disagree.
All the Bruce Lee movies. All the Chuck Norris
Whoa,
movies.
whoa. Dial this back. Bruce Lee, amazing.
So you're saying
The
me
best.
that Enter the Dragon is a worse action movie than T2?
It's not as good.
You're out of your mind.
First of all, and this is the main point, Enter the Dragon cannot possibly be as good as T2. Number one, there are 0 Terminators in that movie. There are no Terminators.
Bruce Lee terminated a lot of people, so
not a one.
is Bruce Lee not a
one
Terminator?
single cybernetic organism in the entirety of Enter the Dragon. So no.
Are there any explosions? in
Star
it?
Wars is a
There's
better
a few
action
at the
movie.
very end. Star Wars
Is a better
Star
action
Wars
movie.
is like a fantasy space opera. It's not exactly the same.
How dare you, sir?
And that's not an insult.
I wouldn't call it.
Star Wars is this epic,
man.
overreaching, amazing thing. It's
I'm
not.
just saying.
The newer movies, maybe, but not the older movies.
What?
I mean, I'm talking about action movie wise. I wouldn't call. It's not very. I wouldn't. Action scenes.
Star Wars is a different
Whatever.
topic, okay? I'm not talking about a Star Wars movie with
But on that
lightsabers
topic, you
and
need to see the new
effects.
one.
Huh?
On that topic, you need to see the new one.
I have not seen any of the new ones.
Oh, they're so good.
Are they better than Phantom Menace?
Are you kidding me?
I remember that. You know who I really like?
He doesn't like the Phantom Menace, so
Phantom Menace is
I mean,
garbage.
listen.
You
This is
know, I
gonna
really
take
liked
5
him.
hours if we talk about Star Wars.
You know who I really liked was that Jar Jar Binks.
Oh,
I like Jar Jar.
You are awful.
You know, there's a theory that he's the greatest Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks.
In the
Is it
mo-
Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah, Jar Jar. He's in
Yeah.
in the game.
I just
Oh,
didn't
no, it's an old
realize
game.
that. Jar Jar.
One of the old Star Wars games, you can see Jar Jar in that carbonite or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like been
And that's another thing. The new game's amazing.
I haven't seen it. But back on topic, best action movie
we kept going
of
off
all
on tangents.
time. Michael,
It's just not T2, man.
it's T2.
I'm never going to agree with you.
Then tell me, but you need to say why. You
No,
can't.
I
You
don't.
can't just say it's not T2. Then what is it?
Other movies.
No,
There are movies I would rather watch than T2.
action movies.
Yeah.
Name them.
I have.
He said Total Recall.
Total Recall.
I would rather watch Total Recall.
than T2.
Yeah. Look, I'm a big Schwarzenegger fan. I love his movies. I'd rather watch Commando. I would
Than
rather watch
T2.
Suburban Commando
That's
than
totally
watch
different.
T2.
That's
Was he in Predator?
He was in Predator, Part 1.
That was pretty good.
And then it was Danny Glover.
Dude,
And then it was other things when they started
Dude.
remaking things.
Nick, are you on board with this T2 is the best action movie of all time thing?
He didn't grow up with them. No, there's no nay. He did not grow up in the era of action movies we grew up. We've already discussed
Will you
this.
let him answer the question?
Here's my opinion. T2 is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. I love T2. I didn't grow up with it, but I can watch it now and still really, really enjoy
I hear
it.
a butt coming, Richard.
It's the best.
But I don't know if I can consider it the greatest action movie of all time. But that's because I haven't watched a lot of action movies.
Okay,
What?
so what's the greatest action movie of all time, Nick?
That
you
you've
have
seen. You say it's not the best, so what is the best in your opinion?
That's tough. I'd have to think about it.
Okay, I'll give you a list of movies that are better than Or how about this? You want a list of action movies better than John Wick? You want a list?
I'm not going to agree with you, but
You want a
okay.
list? Action movies better than John Wick.
Look, you can't say better because there's a lot of
T2.
things I'd rather watch.
T2, better than John Wick.
No.
Die Hard 3, better than John Wick.
Die Hard 3.
Die Hard 3 is pretty
Really?
good. Samuel L. Jackson.
I agree.
As I was walking through St. Ives, I met a man with 7... Oh, it's so good. So good.
He doesn't play a lot of bad guys, does he?
like... What?
He doesn't play a lot of bad guys, does he? Samuel L. Jackson?
Here's the mic
played a
drop,
couple.
Michael.
Pulp Fiction.
Fifth Element.
He was a loving bad guy.
The Fifth Element.
It's a good movie. So we're just naming Bruce Willis movies?
Better than John Wick 3.
Oh, that's not true.
No,
Better than John
you're out
Wick.
of your mind.
No.
No, not even on the good day.
I'll give you that. John Wick's better than The Fifth Element.
I love The Fifth Element. However,
Not as good as
not
T2.
as good- No. Look, this is a hard subject for me because I don't think anything. I don't know. Better action hero. I can tell you, John Wick. Better action movie. I don't know because I get. Wow.
Wow, Richard, you gave me crap.
That's my computer.
Who's scam likely, Richard?
Who is she?
You should leave that in.
She's a guy. So.
Scam likely.
Not too bad for State Farm. Well, we gotta get on to our other podcast.
Yeah, saying that John Wick is the best action hero, I can do. Best action movie, it's hard for me because I have nostalgic moments where I want to watch.
Well, it's a different conversation.
Anyways,
Okay,
but I say John Wick.
Mine is both.
Both?
The best action hero
No.
is in the best
No
action
way.
movie.
You're out of your mind.
And it's the T-800 from Terminator.
You didn't even
2.
know that until 5 minutes ago.
But I know it now, Michael.
I bet it's wrong.
I know it now.
John Wick for the win.
No.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
Well, Nick picked Wolverine.
You know what, Richard?
And you did something, Nick, that
You know what's a better...
honestly hurts me. You made me go against Wolverine.
I grew up with superhero movies.
Wounds me.
I grew up with superhero movies as my action.
And that's fair. That's fair because people his age, those were the most actiony, bestie movies coming out.
I could have picked Spider-Man if I wanted to.
I like to add Y to the end of words when I can't think of real adverbs, adjectives.
I got a better action movie for you than T2.
Then T2
My Deployment.
and John Wick.
My Deployment.
What's My Deployment? I haven't
He went
seen
to
that.
war. That's what it is.
Oh.
Go ahead, Richard. Disagree.
I'm not disagreeing.
Yeah! Mike wins!
Proud of yourself?
I am. A little bit.
All right.
Anyway,
I think this is it.
that about does it.
That about does it
So-
for the Millerhood.
To recap, John Wick wins.
To recap,
Oh,
John
wait.
Wick
John Wick wins
is
over...
not the greatest action hero
You're right. It's
of
Michael.
all time. Yes, it's Michael. Michael wins hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Those are hands up.
Those were hands up. Hands down.
Hands down.
It's creepier that way.
It
actually.
really is. Remember that gimme skin thing back in the day?
Oh, this feels
Give me
so-
some skin!
You'd get arrested today.
I know.
The way things are.
Touch me.
It's
Oh,
so
gosh.
strange.
Anyway, so John Wick wins.
John Wick did
and
not win.
that does it.
You know who the real winners are, Michael?
Me?
Our viewers and listeners. They're the real winners.
That's right. You're the winners.
Thanks for being with us on the Millerhood today. We're going to be back next week with more stuff. Like, share, subscribe. If you can, please go ahead and leave us a review if you're listening on a podcast app. And if you're watching on YouTube, click that like button, click that subscribe button, click that bell.
That's right.
YouTube gives you too many buttons to click. We're sorry about that. But
Click them.
But click all that. And come back to the Millerhood every time we make something new.
Because it's amazing.
Bye, guys.